Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. That was really dramatic, but whatever. Are we ready to rumble? Let's do some makeup, guys. We're gonna call this an affordable look. We're not gonna say necessarily drugstore because I'm gonna use my usual Morphe palette, which is, let me say, $25 for, I forget how many shades. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 7. It's 35 shades for $25. Y'all, that's less than $1 a shade. So yeah. So it's still very much affordable. So we will start with the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. You gotta say it slow or you'll get tongue-tied. This is my new favorite primer, especially since it's $8. I like to just get a good amount of product on my finger and just kind of rub it in. We're gonna actually make this my very first full-blown tutorial, and it's gonna be a full face. So it's gonna be a long one. Kick back, get your makeup out, let's do it together. I have to work tonight, so and try and get my Friday covered for my camping trip. This primer is so awesome. It is nice and priming, hydrates you, and it also makes them pores. I wouldn't say it's hydrating. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Luminous. Okay. I do go in after this usually with my Papadillo. I don't actually know how to say it. From Sally's, which I don't really know, but it's infused with coconut. And I really like this for the hydrating. So we're just gonna rub that into the skin. And rub. I like how so like hydrating and just healthy on the skin, you know. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry a minute while we do the brows. Okay, I got my e.l.f. brow. I am a pomade girl. I love a good pomade. I can use a pencil. I just prefer, once you get a pomade down, you can pretty much use whatever. But just while my primer dries down, we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I really generously move my brush through there. And I just kind of line the brows, and I start to use more pressure as I get back to the back. So through here, and just little strokes. You get darker towards the tail. Then I go through right here and just brush stroke, brush stroke, brush stroke. My brows are very coarse and just yucky. I had terrible brows my whole life until I learned how to fill them in. And it totally changed my brow game here. So I'm so thankful for pomade. The whole microblading process terrifies the bejeebies out of me. I do not want a needle stuck onto my eyeballs or razor blade or whatever it is they do. It is not my cup of tea. wish I had the balls to get lip injections as of a full lip, but I do not have the balls to, the female balls, to go get a needle stuck in my lip. So we will not be doing that anytime soon or ever, most likely. So as you can tell, I have this little scar on my eyebrow right here. In my younger days, I unwisely used alcohol, and as I was riding in my grandma's garage to go home, I tripped and fell either into her car or into a croquet mallet. The shape of it and where the croquet mallets were, as opposed to my grandma's car, because I do remember falling next to the car, made me think it was the croquet mallet, because it went around my eye and just really cut me up through here. So, and I remember I just put my hands up to my face and saw the large amount of blood, panicked, went upstairs, went to bed, woke up with a blood-covered pillow and a black eye and blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, I don't care what kind of rush you're in or whatever, you always cut out your eyebrows. I am using the CoverGirl concealer, the True Blend concealer in the shade Porcelain, which this is too light for me under my eyes. I will mix it with another color to blend it into my face. This does actually work well for me for eye primer as well because of the light shade and everything. And yeah, so, but always clean up your brows. You don't have to, I don't always do the top. I won't actually probably do it today. Actually, I rarely do it. Unless, like, I'm getting ready to actually, like, go out to a concert or take the kids out or whatever. But yeah, always clean up your brows. I think it looks terrible. You can always tell if you don't. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, now, my favorite little hack for my foundation that I get complimented on all the time. I am using, the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover in the shade, and mind you guys, I have combination skin. I sweat a lot, especially in my T-zone and my forehead, and I'm oily on my chin, and then I'm dry on my cheeks. So, I'm trying to look for the shade on here. Classic Ivory 120, okay? So I take this, I just a little bit here, a little bit there, and I just kind of dot it through my face, alright? And then I go in with the Fit Me Poreless Foundation, color 122, okay? I put a little here. This is Maybelline as well, so I'm mixing in between the two, I want to say, 2 colors apart, so my color is probably right in between these two, 121. We'll have to check that out next time we buy foundation. And then I take my NYX Total Control, which I only tried this because the very first time I tried the Unique foundation, I loved it. As I used it a little bit more, I grew not not to like it as much. I still think it's a decent foundation. I just think it's not for me and my combo skin. Okay, now we're going to take those three and my NYX drop brush and mix them on my face by just kind of patting them all together, moving it around. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. I feel like it also is just getting it in all those pores. And we're gonna blend. I don't rub hard, very, very lightly. I feel like it gives me, in this brush, I don't know what it is. I'll use this brush forever. I'll show it to you guys when I'm done. Okay, it's got a very firm center, but then this part right here is a lot like looser and free. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys have ever used the Luxie brushes, but how they have this extended synthetic pieces. I have one right here I can show you. But just kind of, I feel like blend that product out really, really well. See how this, you can't really tell on camera, but the pink bristles, that's the word I was looking for, are about, they're pretty much longer, a centimeter longer than the actual brown bristles of the brush. I don't know if all the Luxie brushes are like that. This is just one that I received in an Ipsy bag. Here's the go. Yeah, okay. And even just before and after my foundation, you can tell such a dramatic difference. And I usually actually do my foundation before I do my brows, but since I'm on camera, I went a little out of order, so we weren't doing nothing, waiting for my primer to dry. So we'll get back in and touch those up a little bit. And I actually do my eyes before I go in with my concealer and stuff because I'm a little messy. Okay, so we're actually going to use my usual, I think I just did pretty similar to what I'm going to do with you guys yesterday. It's not going to be the exact same. I always change my colors up a little bit. We are going to do a little something different today. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my brownish transition shade with my Real Techniques. You can see it's a really fluffy brush. It's perfect for your transition color. Just really thick and fluffy and soft, and yeah, gives you just a nice even distribution. And my lizard is over here tripping out, y'all, so I may have to get up and feed him at some point anyways. Alright, I'm going to go in with an orange shade. I love orange. It's one of my favorite colors on the lid. Okay. Blend it out, really. Let's see the color. See the Morphe shadows, I mean, especially for their price. I mean, it's honestly better than drugstore prices. You see those little palettes they got for $10 and they don't even work that well. And then you got these Morphe shadows that are $25 for this huge palette. $25 for this big palette. And they work like a dream. They're blendable, they're pigmented. We are going to go in with like a maroon to kind of cut my crease out here. particular thing about this certain palette. I just don't see the shimmers. They're there, and I'll show you what I mean, but I feel like all of them except for one have an orange tint. And I'm sure it's just this specific palette, but I mean, even this, does not look orange at all. It was this one right here. I mean, just barely orange. It looks more gold. But then as soon as I put it on my finger and on my lid, I feel like it's just so orange. Now, I do this look, okay? Because there's no yellow in this palette, I will go in with this little True Colors that I got from TJ Maxx. And I'm going to use this color right here over my lid, and I'm going to use this yellow right on my brow bone, just to really transition it out. And I mean, this little thing was $3, and these little shadows are so soft and like, they really do their little job, man. I'm actually gonna go in with, I've been using this pink a lot on my waterline. I'm gonna use this just so it goes a little bit better with my and I'll put this yellow right up in my very little top with my pretty brush with this mustard yellow, and we're gonna go guys, alright, we're going with again our Nicole Miller Dripping in Gold highlight palette. It's such a beautiful, packaging palette, everything. I just love this, and it was like $4 from TJ Maxx again. We're gonna go in with this. It's called 14 Karat. Just like, okay. Now, we're going to go in with that same concealer. Lighten and brighten under these eyes. And I always just kind of dot it on there. Like I said, this is just a little too light for me. Okay. So then I go over with this just really Wet n Wild. I don't like this concealer. Actually, the smell of it, I gotta get a new little. This one's just kind of a yellow tint, so it's not so like pinkish and white. Go over it like that, and dampen my beauty sponge, and just feed our face with it. Okay, just kind of make sure you get all that product in your skin. And I should have done one eye at a time. You gotta work really fast so it doesn't dry up on you. Which actually, babe, it's the second concealer. That's a cheaper concealer that I use. Which I really want to go get the e.l.f. Camo concealer. I haven't tried it yet, but I hear all good things. All good things. Okay. And this concealer is so brightening. I mean, you can see the difference under my eyes, right? Now, this setting powder is $5. It is from Believe Beauty, and it is bomb. Matter of fact, I was just at Sephora yesterday, and I've been wanting to get the Laura Mercier powder, because, you know, you hear all good things, you want to try it, which I'm sure the ingredients are better. Don't let me be out here bashing this amazing product, because it was everything that I wanted it to be. But it is very pricey. So if you're on a budget, like I am sometimes, I got this Believe Beauty Power. It's Dollar General brand. It is $5. And so far I've had it for like 2 months, and I use it religiously. I am not much of a baker. I do not use my beauty sponge. I feel like I don't want it be in my skin that, I don't know, that clayish way. So I just kind of put it where I need it. I get the rest of the product off my brush by rubbing it all over my face. It's so that product is just so finely milled, and it's really a good, got a great blurring technology. I don't know if you can see it on my crappy camera, but I'm just gonna kind of get some shape to our face here. I don't do a whole bunch of contouring, but I do like to get, you know, a little, I'm just using my Sephora contour brush. You can use any little brush you desire. I just want to give my face a little shape to it. And don't worry, we'll blend that all on the end. But just how see it kind of gives my cheeks. I was told my whole life that the cheeks were too round and blah blah blah, and I finally learned how to contour my face, and now I don't have that issue. I'm going to go in with my favorite powder. It is the Milani Compact. I use a natural beige. It would be, this would actually probably be right around my summer color. But it just has the perfect warm tannish tone to really pull out my contour shade and give me that chiseled look, you know. It's not too bronzy and blah blah blah. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Essence blush that I paid $3 for, that I absolutely love. It is in the shade Peach Me Up. love a good peach. Just really brings out my tone. It took me like most of my life to figure out which colors work for me, you know. It's just a matter of like learning what works best for my skin tone, what my skin tone was. I have a natural beige tone, like just like the just like that Milani powder stated, with a little bit of yellow undertone. I don't have a whole lot of yellow, but I have just enough that a peachy tone looks terrible on me. I have to use either a neutral or a yellow shade on my particular skin tone. Just like if you put a peachy on like an olive tone person, it would look horrible. You know? I don't know about you guys, but I feel like besides this little, my brush was too lit up. My eyeshadow is looking really. Oh, okay. I didn't even tell you guys what mascara I'm using. It's the Voluminous Million Lashes. I like this mascara. I feel like it gets all up in my little spaces. It gives me volume. It gives me just a hint of length that I have to have. Okay. What are we thinking? I think we're looking pretty good. Now we're gonna wipe the rest of this powder off. Kind of blend the rest of our face in. Okay. You know what I forgot to do? Prime with setting spray. But we'll make it work. So I'm going to go in right here with, I'm going to share a secret with you guys. The Collab Closing Time Mattifying